On top of you, parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my...
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. This ball is caught by Shaheen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 41, Tua. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He's had the 40, past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense is moving along, series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they took one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to walk.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10, right at the 30. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On second down, there's the option going left. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Spiller. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Whipping run into Allen. That's complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On second down, Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Chargers 14, Dolphins 7.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. In motion, Hill. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
15 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. The Chargers at 8-4 now in the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. Probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Well, he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it a win for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for a punt returner, after such a scramble, it certainly feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
It's Eckler again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Allen has it left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down.
And the defense loses it. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an even 90 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Dolphins 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Carter. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. A nice play design there with touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, they have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Herbert.
At the 44-yard line.
And this is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down. First and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And a pretty good burst there. So he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we... They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of loading behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4. Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
And this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is good.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 58 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. Things were looking really good at half, Charles, but the story has changed, and they just sat this offense on the sideline, watch another touchdown go in the wrong direction. They're really getting blitzed in the second half.
And the pressure is really on because they need a big-time drive to calm things down. But as you mentioned, things have really gone in the wrong direction. The momentum's on the other side of the ball. Their offense has now given their defense a lot of confidence. You know they're going to get after them here.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Herbert now. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50. Down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
On the option, here's Eckler. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Stiff arm. Now he fights his way in for the Charger touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but this... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 64 yards. And the Dolphin 1st down.
In motion, Hill. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Dolphins 37.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first down 10.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Again, 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down.
Eckler now between the tackles. He finds some open field here. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try for Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statistician.